we've got some movie news that we want to kind of chat about. First and foremost, it wouldn't be COVID times without this news item. Turns out the Ghostbusters Afterlife, Top Gun Maverick, and Mission Impossible 7 all are being delayed again. Ghostbusters Afterlife is delayed only a few days to November 19th, while Top Gun Maverick is being delayed to May, and Mission Impossible 7 is actually being delayed till September, both 2022.
So I'm trying to, because what is it? Because a lot of movies now are releasing on streaming services and stuff like that. So because why are the releases being delayed because of, is it just because of the theater situation? Is that what it is?
They've been delayed due to a surge in the U.S. COVID cases caused by the Delta variant. At least that's what that's what BBC had reported. So I know they got it. I know specifically. I don't know a lot with Maverick because, as far as from what I remember, I believe Maverick was pretty much done. It was just unfortunately going to be coming out in the middle of last summer when nothing was going on. Nothing important was happening in the world that would have prevented us from being able to see a Tom Cruise movie. But since all of us were all trapped inside and everything there, they ended up delaying Maverick for that. However, I do know for sure that Mission Impossible itself, that production was delayed several times due to COVID issues. And those were been pretty reported. I think it's all been heavily reported where Tom Cruise is.
Yeah, I remember hearing Tom Cruise yelling at everybody for not following the protocol and whatnot.
He's kind of over. He was over it before anybody else. I believe with the people following the protocols, because at that point it was costing him. He's being the main producer of definitely for Mission Impossible. I assume for Top Gun as well. But I know that it was costing him money, and so he was trying to get those moving. And
he might be a Scientologist, but he's not an idiot.
No, he's not, man. And if
I think an argument could be made for that being one and the same.
Well, one thing, one of my favorite Batman episodes of Batman the Animated Series was just titled, "If You're So Smart, Why Aren't You Rich?"
Yeah,
so I
remember that episode.
Some credit to Tom Cruise that he's probably at least smart enough to know how to make a lot of money, and he knows if those productions get shut down, his investments and returns aren't where he's going to want them to be.
He might believe in Thetans and Evil Lord Xenu, but damn it, he knows set safety.
Well, I'm glad somebody does. I mean, he's for all his crazy stuff. That was one of the things I can sympathize with. That I would, since there were a lot of productions that did get shut down for longer stints and really cost a lot of money to the studios, especially at the beginning, the ones that were filming when COVID started. And I know Mission Impossible was one of those, but Mission Impossible continued to try to, they really tried to chug along and push through all of that. And so delays were kind of one of those things that you were expecting there. However, again, with Top Gun, that is still kind of surprising to me. I think that's more play at the fact that people aren't really coming back to theaters at the rate that, studios are really happy with that are doing those studio only releases. I mean, it's Maverick, it's Top Gun, it's Tom Cruise. He wants to make the best return that he can when he drops that movie, because that's a franchise. He doesn't want to be looking at a $28 million opening weekend. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not what he wants. He wants much more than that, because those movies should make a lot of money.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. And just speaking of that, do you know what movies actually slated to break box office records? Actually,
I do not.
It's coming out right now. Shang-Chi, the new Marvel flick coming out. That's by the time people hear it.
Is that the one that like everyone's forgotten about now since the Spider-Man trailer dropped? in all the memes I've been seeing, that's like the redheaded stepchild now.
Well, forgotten or not, Deadline's actually reporting the film's predicted to earn 45 to 50 million in its opening weekends, which is actually going to break the record for highest earning films over Labor Day weekend, which is currently held by Rob Zombie's remake of Halloween.
Okay, so I'm actually more surprised that the Halloween remake the Rob Zombie Halloween remake is
Mhm.
the current record holder for that. I've seen that movie.
I've seen that too.
I mean, it's okay. Like the original Halloween is my favorite like horror
If
movie
you go
ever.
back in time, it makes sense. However,
That's
I'm
true.
actually more surprised
2007
that
was a different time.
Shang-Chi in 2007 was very different. but I'm actually kind of surprised with Shang-Chi because I got to be honest. I'm going to be. This is one of those things where it might be an unpopular opinion. I could not care less about Shang-Chi.
Me either. Me either. But
I honestly couldn't. There's nothing about his. The most exciting thing about Shang-Chi's trailers was like Wong and the Abomination. That's it.
No,
That's it.
no.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe and here's the thing. Everyone that's seen it seems to love it. So I'm probably wrong.
Yeah.
But as far as like anticipation for it, I have like zero. This is one of those things where I've already gone. I'll wait to see it and when I can watch it at home. I'm not this isn't, going to get me to the theater.
Growing up, I was a big comic book fan, nerd, geek, whatever you're going to call it. And Shang-Chi was actually a comic called Master of Kung Fu. And I actually loved that because I loved Bruce Lee. I loved all the old martial arts movies. So to me, the choreography alone in these fights are just spectacular. And I can't wait to watch it. The only problem is that it's only releasing in theaters, and we're not quite there yet for COVID reasons. So I'm going to have to wait to watch it, which is terrible because I know we're going to get spoiled on some stuff. And you all know how much I love.
Yeah, because you're not going to be able to avoid the internet for 45 days.
No.
I'm going to do my best.
No. Yeah, I have no hype for it either, but that's just because I'm a filthy casual. So when it comes to superhero movies, I'm a very self-admitted I'm a filthy casual. So
well, I got to tell you, I love superheroes. I've grown up reading comic books. Mostly graphic novels, I'll be honest, and everything, and then finish completed volumes. But
put down that pinky. You color.
Not comic books, graphic novels.
Not the
Thank you.
Books. Not the comic books.
Get it right.
Novels.
Get it straight.
Come on, please. Get us
you
right.
You uncultured swine.
I also have a cigarette holder.
That's right.
What you do?
But yeah, no, man. I Shang-Chi. You know how they say that it's starting to get to that point where it feels like we're scraping the bottom of the barrel for superheroes now. Like Shang-Chi is hold on, let me be honest. There is every single superhero. You remember back when they said the Guardians of the Galaxy are obscure superheroes that nobody knows? Yeah. I was like, you guys are crazy. The Guardians of the Galaxy are great. Wait till you get a load of Rocket Raccoon, right? And then they were like, yo, hey, we're making Shang-Chi. I was like, who is that? I literally said, who is that? I know everybody. I've watched the Iron Fist show, man. I've done that's how much I'm into superheroes and will yeah, exactly. I thank you because they really do need to apologize for those.
Well, I agree with you, first of all, because talking about martial artists, if I was into Master of Kung Fu, Iron Man, I'm sorry, Power Man and Iron Fist were like the group for me, man. I and to see this whiny little idiot try to be Iron Fist, I wanted to throw my remote through the TV screen. It was just pretty. Yeah,
I gotta tell you, here's the the Iron Fist that they chose was so bad that it really displayed how good of a Luke Cage Michael Colton was, because the like one episode or the few episodes they had together, I always liked the Iron Fist a little bit more because I like Luke Cage so much. And it'd just be like, but I'm like, but still, I didn't like him. I didn't like him. It was still one of those things, but I just liked Michael Colton. I liked him as Luke Cage. And I thought Luke Cage was really great on the front half of the first season. I thought it went to hell after when they got... Actually, I think it was 3 or 4, however many episodes in. At whatever point
Will's
where
brain
that
is exploding over there.
I gotta break in here, and Nick, I'm sorry that we got off on this tangent.
Go on.
No, it's cool. If anything, it just means I missed nothing by not watching Iron Fist.
You didn't. You really did not.
I missed nothing.
You're welcome.
But
good.
But when it comes to the to the small screen version of Power Man, That dude was not Power Man. He was way too nice, way too sweet. If you read the Power Man comics,
Okay,
this
no, I'll
man
give you
was
that.
a
I'll give
badass.
you that. I'll give you that. However, I still enjoyed Michael Colton's portrayal. I see where you're coming from,
Right.
and I have to give you that. Luke
And
Cage
you,
is not that guy necessarily in the comics.
no,
That's
and you,
it's a
and you
fact.
and I have had
That's
this
a fact.
conversation
Mhm.
a lot, right? I am a purist.
Yes,
I need to stick to the story and the character.
I
Like, I
know.
can't stand brunettes who are pretending to be blonde superheroes, right? We've gone through all this before, and we'll go through it 1,000 times again. That
It's
dude
a
was
serious.
not Power
It's
Man.
serious. It's a
That dude
serious
was like
thing.
a
I got you.
sleepy, like nice guy who wants to help it. That's not Power Man, dude.
He's
Power
a
Man was like a
yes, I get
badass,
it.
you know,
He was a really nice guy, really gentle guy. Wanted to take you out for coffee. I
too
get it.
gentle, too gentle. That's not Power Man, man.
I
It's
cannot
just not.
wait, and this is a teaser for a future episode, possibly. I cannot wait until we have a debate about like Man of Steel, because Will
Oh,
Man,
loves Superman.
God
don't
help
listen.
us.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
Oh,
I
we're
love
gonna
Man
do
of
it.
Steel too much.
It's
Let's
gonna
not
be
do it.
great. It's gonna be
Sorry,
fantastic.
that is not Superman. Okay, anyway, Tom, I think you've got another news item that you want to bring up, right?
Yeah. Actually, I wanted to talk about John Cena.
John Cena.
Um, it turns out that yes, the man who can't be seen. John Cena is apparently, they say that they're reporting that he's on a career high right now in as far as movies go, with coming out
agree
with
with that.
Fast and the Furious, and I agree too.
He was
Fast
great
and
in
the
the
Furious.
firefighter movie.
Which firefighter movie?
Yeah, he was a firefighter. He's taking care of these kids. That was like the best.
I
What
missed
movie?
that one.
What movie was that? Is that one of those like? Was that one of those like
was that one of the kids
family
movie he did?
movies? Like,
Yes,
oh, see, that's why I
Yes,
didn't see that.
okay.
Yeah.
it was called Playing with Fire. And if you've not seen that movie, shame on you. You know, you're no John Cena fan.
Okay, let me tell you something. John Cena. I'm such a John Cena fan. I'll tell you this. John Cena cameos in this really obnoxious kid named Fred, like his show.
Oh my
It
god,
was this thing on Nickelodeon. Believe it or not, it
that's-
was really popular.
yeah.
And it had
God
movies.
help us all.
And in the movies, see, here's the thing. Like in the movies, like Fred's this kid and everything whose dad's like never around, right? But his dad is played by John Cena. So in that particular thing, because they never really like, it's not like a dress to dress like that or whatever, but like in this kid show, there is a joke about the idea that a guy's dad is never seen. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And because
that's
John
probably
Cena, you can't
it's
see him.
you can't see me. There you go. Thank you, Nick.
Jeez.
Nick gets it.
So it
Nick
was
gets it.
for
Nick gets
us.
it.
So Tom and I are big wrestling fans. So for us, that
sorry.
joke works. The show Fred though was, I mean, there's really
It was
no way
horrible.
around.
It was horrible.
It's terrible. Like it.
No, don't seek this out, Will. Like that's what I'm trying to say. Don't seek this out. Anyway,
Well,
back to the news.
Don't worry about that.
John Cena. It looks like he might be moving in on some Marvel territory. Looking at a particular franchise, but
Little crossover, DC and
little
Marvel.
crossover deal. Yeah, he's about to be a twofer.
Wait, crossover deal. He's
like
gonna
that.
bring Peacemaker to the Marvel universe?
Well, no.
I
It's
hope
just
so.
he is John Cena.
That'd be
he himself is
fantastic.
the crossover, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, no. They're talking about adding him particularly as the Thing. It was mentioned. But
The
I believe what
Thing.
he said, yeah, someone they were talking about him playing the Thing with the Fantastic Four.
Huh.
And I guess it got around to him, and Cena, I guess, explained, and he said, I would consider most anything.
Of course he did.
I think keeping yourself
That's a
open
very
to
John
options.
Cena response.
Yeah, that is a very John Cena response. You know,
Nick,
he
when you
had
edit
to.
this thing, you got to throw in a little rim shot there or something.
I know. We
Yeah,
need a little.
yeah,
I
give
need to
us
get a
a-
little sound effects board like a radio
Right,
show.
right? Okay,
Yeah,
so-
but he says I think keeping yourself open to options and different perspectives is a good way to go about life. This would simply be a thing.
oh brother.
Yeah.
But
I would consider, because I like to keep my perspective open to new things.
Oh my!
Is-
Come
that's the film.
on!
That's the guy. That's
Okay.
the guy.
So then, my
That's the
question
guy.
to you is: John Cena being John Cena, is he going to be hidden behind all the prosthetics to be the Thing? Can you even see that?
It depends on which way they go, man. I don't think. Here's the funny thing: for as
Uh-oh.
horrible as it was,
Uh-oh.
Fan
No.
Force,
You're not going to go. No.
fan,
No.
fan
No,
four
no, no.
stick, fan four stick. Um, their look for the thing, nothing about the story. Like there's nothing story wise good about that movie. I'm sorry, there's just not. But
I'm with you. Okay.
I
the
don't think
actual
that's an
look of the
unpopular
thing,
opinion. You don't have to apologize for
it's
that.
not unpopular. I never know with Will because he could have gone, but this one particular thing they got so right.
It was in the comics. They got it perfect.
Yeah, and it was perfect.
There has not been a perfect thing yet. Let's just put it
There
that
you go. Well, I will say this. I think that the visual for the thing in that movie was one of the better things that's in the movie. No
I
pun
see what you did
intended on
there.
that one. Yeah, and he was more and he was digital. He was digital. And that was I believe that was Jamie Bell that played the thing there. And
It was,
not that he had much dialogue wise to really work with in that movie anyway, but so I don't know. It really depends on what look they're going to go for the thing. I think with the way the MCU is and the fact that they have so many CGI characters already that are in there, and CGI's kind of gotten to this point where, you can watch Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk for a whole movie, but you still see Mark Ruffalo with that technology. I think we're kind of beyond the point of all the prosthetics and everything.
That example that you gave is a good one, but I still see movies where I'm like, the CGI looks like shit. Like it looks really bad to me.
Oh yeah, but do you think Kevin Feige is going to give you that?
I mean, probably not. I hope not.
But see, here's the thing. Here's where
Maybe
I
he'll
would go.
start with Shang-Chi.
Here's where I would have a problem with that though, because the thing does not look like Ben Grimm in the comics. He does not look like him. So it's the thing.
I see what you're saying.
If the thing looks like John Cena, again, not the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
See, well, Cena's at least got the size though. Like you don't really have to bulk Cena up much.
Hold on. Here's my thing. Okay.
I see what you did there too.
Without that one piece, there will.
Yes.
Is John Cena a decent casting for the thing?
Yes, I do think. If he's willing to,
if his hair was blonde,
yeah, right.
Flash.
but you know what? Damn it! If they don't get the color of the rocks right, there's going to be hell to pay.
If those rocks are brown and not orange,
that's right.
Actually, you know what? Hold on. Will's got a point on that one. I would
Thank you.
on that.
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree.
That would be.
But I'll say, like coming again from the filthy casual, John Cena playing the thing would make me want to see that movie more because I don't care about the Fantastic Four at all.
Well, see, and that was kind of how I felt about the idea for Shazam. There was one point where John Cena was in the runnings for Shazam, and I thought to myself, since we cast Black Adam first and it was The Rock, I was like, man, that just booked itself. No brainer, You just get John Cena to play Shazam, who's honestly like a perfect Shazam. Not even that I don't even dislike the other guy. I'm losing his name.
Oh, Michael Chiklis?
No. I mean Shazam.
Oh, Shazam, my bad.
Captain Marvel. Who's that guy? Zachary
Levi.
Oh,
there
Levi.
You go.
Yeah, that dude.
I feel bad because I actually like him, but that in itself is kind of also my point.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have done that with John Cena.
I'm actually with you on that. I'm aligned with you. When I heard John Cena was in running, I thought that is a badass casting. I would have gone with that for sure.
Yeah. I don't know, because he looks like a kid that just became a superhero. Like, I can imagine a kid growing up into
the
John
dude is
Cena.
a real life, like you look at John Cena when he was a kid versus when he became a wrestler, that's like real life Captain America. Like he went from regular person to just jacked mammoth human being.
Yeah, agreed. So what Nick is saying there is that little John Cena looks more like Ben Grimm.
Little,
yeah. I'll take your word
smaller.
for it.
Smaller Ben Grimm. Yeah.
So I think we're in agreement that John Cena would be a good casting option as long as they don't mess with the look of the thing too much. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
Maybe they'll actually do like the Captain America thing and actually shrink him some, which would be kind of funny to me to see a shrunken adult John Cena.
I think I might pay for that. For sure.
He probably hasn't looked like that since he was like 13.
Right.